The night falls gently over the medieval world. In the quiet of the evening, as the sun disappears beyond the hills, people prepare for rest. The day has been long, the work is done. Now there is only the softness of approaching sleep. In the great stone houses and the smaller wooden dwellings, candles flicker in the growing darkness. The light is warm and golden. It moves slowly across the walls. People begin to think of their beds, of warmth, of stillness. The beds themselves are not what we might imagine today. They are simpler in some ways, more elaborate in others. They tell a story of how people found comfort in a world that was often cold. In the homes of the wealthy, the bed stands tall. It is made of oak or sometimes walnut. The wood is dark and heavy. It has been shaped by hand, carved with care over many weeks. The frame is solid. It does not move or creak easily. It has been built to last for generations. The bed stands in a corner of the room, or sometimes in the center. Around it, curtains hang from a wooden frame above. These curtains are thick. They are made of wool or linen, or sometimes both woven together. The curtains are not merely decoration. They serve a purpose that matters deeply on cold nights. When the curtains are drawn closed, they create a smaller space within the larger room. The air inside this space is warmer. The body's heat does not escape so easily into the cold chamber. The stone walls hold the chill of winter, but inside the curtained bed, there is a pocket of warmth. The curtains also provide darkness, complete darkness. In a time when moonlight might stream through unshuttered windows and when candles burn in distant corners, the bed curtains offer a private realm of shadow. This darkness is part of rest. It signals to the body that the day has ended. Beneath the sleeper, there are layers. The mattress is not a single thing, but many things placed one upon another. At the base, there might be a lattice of rope stretched across the wooden frame. The rope is woven tightly, back and forth, creating a surface that gives slightly underweight. Upon this rope base rests the first mattress. It is a large sack sewn from heavy linen or canvas. Inside this sack is straw, dry straw gathered from the harvest. It rustles faintly when someone lies down. The straw is changed when the seasons turn. Fresh straw in autumn, the old straw removed and scattered for animals or burned. This straw mattress is thick, but not soft in the way we think of softness now. It is yielding, it cushions, but it remains firm enough to support the body through the long night. Above the straw mattress there is often another mattress. This one is filled with feathers, goose feathers, duck feathers, sometimes the down from many birds collected over time. The feather mattress is softer. It shapes itself around the body. It holds warmth close. In the wealthiest homes there might be a third mattress, smaller and finer still, filled with the softest down. But for most, even those of some means, 2 mattresses are enough. Upon these mattresses there are linens, sheets made of linen woven by hand. The linen is smooth and cool when first touched. It warms quickly from the body's heat. Linen is strong. It lasts through many washings. It is valued for this strength and for the way it feels against the skin. The sheets are sometimes plain. Sometimes they are embroidered at the edges with simple patterns, vines, flowers, geometric shapes that repeat. Over the sleeper there are blankets, many blankets, wool blankets mostly, wool from sheep that graze on nearby hillsides. The wool has been cleaned and carded and spun into thread. The thread has been woven into cloth. The cloth has been fulled and beaten to make it thicker, denser, better at holding warmth. Wool keeps its warmth even when damp. This matters in stone houses where moisture creeps through walls, where breath condenses in cold air. The blankets are heavy. Their weight is part of their comfort. The body rests beneath this weight and feels secure. Sometimes there are coverlets as well, quilted coverlets with layers of fabric stitched together. Between the layers, more wool, or sometimes old cloth cut into pieces and layered. The quilting forms patterns, diamonds, squares, circles. The stitching holds everything in place and creates texture. In the grandest households, there are furs, bear furs, fox furs, rabbit furs, sewn together into large throws. These furs are luxurious. They are soft and dense. They are displayed as much as they are used. They show wealth and status. But even in simpler homes, there might be a sheepskin, a single sheepskin laid over the other coverings or used as a mat beside the bed, where feet touch the floor in the morning. The preparation for sleep is slow. There is no hurry. A person might sit on the edge of the bed, unlacing boots, setting them aside, removing the outer layers of clothing, the heavy tunic, the overdress, the belt and purse. What remains is the undertunic, the shift, made of linen, loose and long. This is what most people sleep in. The same garment worn beneath the day clothes becomes the garment of night. It is practical. It is simple. It keeps the body's oils away from the more precious outer fabrics and blankets. In winter, some keep their day clothes on. The extra layers are welcome when the cold is deep. There is no shame in this. Warmth matters more than custom. A wooden chest sits at the foot of the bed or along the wall. Inside are folded linens, extra blankets, garments not currently worn. The chest is also made of oak. It is heavy and solid. It keeps moths away from the wool. It keeps fabrics dry. Sometimes a person kneels beside the bed for a moment before lying down, hands folded, head bowed, a quiet prayer spoken into the stillness. The prayer is familiar, the same words each night. They are a ritual, a boundary between the day and the night. Then comes the settling into the bed itself, pulling back the heavy coverings, slipping between the linen sheets, drawing the blankets up. The body sinks into the feather mattress. The straw beneath rustles once, twice, then is silent. The curtains are drawn. The enclosed space around the bed becomes a world of its own. Outside the curtains, the room continues.
But inside, there is only warmth and darkness and the slow rhythm of breathing. The blankets are adjusted, pulled higher around the shoulders, tucked close beneath the chin. The weight of them is a gentle pressure, comforting, constant. In households where several people live, beds are often shared. a husband and wife together, children in another bed, 2 or 3 curled close. Servants might sleep in the hall on simpler mattresses laid directly on the floor, or on benches with a single blanket. But the principle remains the same: layers, wool, the body's warmth held close. In the deep of winter, when frost forms on the inside of windows, people sleep near the hearth if they can. The fire burns low through the night, just enough to keep the worst of the cold away. The stone hearth radiates heat slowly. It takes hours to cool. This slow cooling carries some warmth through until morning. In castles and manor houses, bedchambers are often on upper floors. Heat rises from the hall below, where fires burn larger. This rising warmth takes some of the edge from the cold. But still, the night is cold. The bed is the refuge. The sounds of night are quiet: the crackle of a dying fire, the settling of wood beams as they contract in the cold, a dog shifting on the floor, the wind outside moving through bare branches. These sounds are familiar, expected. They do not disturb sleep. They are part of the night's texture. Inside the curtained bed, sound is muffled, softer, more distant. The darkness inside the curtained bed is complete. No light penetrates. The eyes close, and there is no difference between open and closed. This helps the mind release the day. There is nothing to see, nothing to focus on, only the sensation of warmth and weight and softness. The body begins to relax. Muscles that have worked through the day loosen. Shoulders drop. Hands unfold. Breath slows, deepens. The linens smell faintly of lavender or rosemary, herbs that were laid among the folded sheets in the chest, herbs that are said to bring calm and pleasant dreams. The scent is very subtle, barely there.
But it is clean and friendly and familiar. Sleep begins to arrive, not suddenly, gradually, like water rising slowly. Thoughts drift, they lose their shape and order. Images come and go without connection. A face, a field, a stone wall, a candle flame. None of it matters. None of it requires attention. The warmth of the bed has spread through all the layers now. The body's heat has filled the space between the blankets and the sheet. The feathers have molded around the form lying among them. Everything is still. Outside, the medieval night continues. Stars wheel slowly overhead. The moon rises or sets. Animals move quietly in the darkness. But inside, there is only rest. The bed is a vessel. It holds the sleeper through the hours of darkness. It keeps the cold away. It provides a boundary between the world and the self. The wool blankets, the linen sheets, the feather mattress, each layer is a small kindness, each one chosen and made and placed with purpose. People have slept this way for generations, in beds passed down from parent to child, under blankets woven by grandmothers, on mattresses refilled each autumn with fresh straw. There is a continuity in this, a sense of being part of something longer than a single life. The bed itself will outlast the sleeper. It will be used by others. The curtains will fade and be replaced. The mattresses will be refilled many times. But the form remains, the solid wooden frame, the corner posts, the canopy above. Sleep deepens now. The boundary between waking and sleeping has been crossed. The body rests completely. Breath is slow and even. The heart beats quietly. Hours pass. The night moves through its phases. In the deepest part of night, when all is stillest, the bed holds its occupant in perfect warmth and darkness. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, no task waiting. Only rest, only sleep, only the gentle passage of time. The medieval world understood this need for warmth, for darkness, for weight and softness and enclosure. The bed was made to answer these needs, layer by layer, fiber by fiber. And so the sleeper rests through the long winter night. Through the hours before dawn, safe, warm, still. The curtains do not move. The blankets remain in place. The darkness continues. And sleep, patient and kind, remains until the morning.